Maximal Primal. Welcome back to Destiny 2. So, apparently at this moment there's a new mission. Season ending soon. Here we go. So we got a new mission. Let's prophesize. Yep, here we go. This is the final thing they've made us wait for multiple weeks for, and there's been quite a few parts where I've just had to sit there doing nothing. To be honest, this sort of thing, I hate to say it, should have been the week after the final boss fight, and I think it was a bit mad. And they know why they did this. They did it just as a way to... They did it as a way to get people back in for the last bit of the season, but I think they could have just spread it out better, or done... Bungie have been a bit there with it, I have to be honest. But there's not much we can do, unfortunately, it's just how it is. Have I also got... Is my inventory full?
Never thought I'd say it.
No, it's not actually. Nice. I only got 2 tokens, so I need all of them. It's in here. Right, let's go. A long time since I've spoken to you, buddy. Let's see what you got.
People of the last city, we have endured many great tragedies.
See what the fuck she's
thanks
done
to our
now.
strength and a steadfast commitment to humanity. The Traveler chose us. It abandoned the fallen because they are unfit, unworthy of the light. They would take it from us if they could. The Vanguard have lost their way. They embrace the darkness. Welcome Aramis's followers into our midst with open arms. Force us to celebrate our lost heroes alongside those who murdered them. Yes, the endless night is over. But now, Mithrax and his house will use this opportunity to do what the Fallen have always done. Covet, cheat, steal, kill. I have seen the future with my own eyes, and it has not changed. Doom still builds on our horizon like a terrible storm. But there is hope. Right now, loyalists to the future war cause and new monarchy have rounded up the fallen in our city. With the aid of Osiris, I have learned how to safely command the power of the Vex. I will use it to do what the Vanguard will not. I will tear open the rift, banish the fallen to the depths of space from where they came. We alone will save humanity. I have seen the darkest of futures. And with this act, I will... No! No!
Fucking idiot, what have you done? She literally just caused the self-prophecy. The prophecy has happened because they made it happen. It's a self-fulfilling fucking prophecy. I'm sorry, but I know it's stupid. I know it's a story, but I just find that cringe. Like, oh, but common sense, you... Oh. I'm sorry, but... Oh. Here we go. Let's go there. I assume that's where I have to go. If not, then I'll be. Oh, I'm an idiot. Oh no, I'm not an idiot. No, I'm not. Because I kept thinking I had to go up to the top bit where the. Oh no, that's fine. I'm going to the right area. But to be honest though, this should have been... I get why they had a break. The logic is that, look, there might be some time passed and still nothing's happened. That's why it's like... It's not just one after another, but... the pacing didn't... It felt like a bit too long. It felt like it could have been a bit shorter. That would have been great. Oh. So I was meant to press that. I thought... I was thinking something different, but that's fine. I'm going in now. Let's do this. Give it a go. See what we can do. The sad thing was this was spoiled like a long time ago, this is what happens to data miners, and I do think it's a bit shitty of them. I do think people have spoiled the stuff. And apparently there's been things where people have been spoiling the Halo Infinite story, and it's like, you know, what the fuck are people like? Why do people have to be assholes about it? And just like, if you want to spoil it that badly, spoil it with people that actually want to know it and actually ask for you to tell them. Don't just put it out there where everyone has to see it. Because especially on Twitter, like, you can't sometimes avoid it. Like, what if your favourite YouTuber talks about the one you always follow? But no, accidentally on your feed, boom, he spoils it for you. It's like, because he's just one of those ones, like, oh. It's the same with Day in My like, and all these YouTubers always, and the Destiny 2 YouTubers, like I said, I can definitely tell, like, some of them have even said, oh, you know, there's been leaks about a thing where Lakshmi dies, and all. I don't know if that actually happens, it wouldn't surprise me. And it's like, guys, come on. I mean, they do, like, spoilers, like, but you didn't have to even do the video, but they did it because they get their views, they get their money, so whatever. But it's still annoying because, like I said, it just spoils a lot of surprises for a lot of other people, unfortunately. Because you know people are going to watch it, unfortunately. And to be honest, though, there's probably nothing better to do than watch it anyway, so there's that. But other than that, it is what it is. You know, those who didn't want to be spoiled and purposely watch the video, then that's on them. But other than that... But no, it should be fun. The last city. But again, this was a self-prophecy. Let me make sure it's a party thing yet. But let's have a note. This was a self-fulfilling prophecy. It's like me saying, oh, I prophesied I'm going to jump off a bridge, and you do that. It's like, well, cool, yeah, well,
Lakshmi 2 has opened a Vex portal in the Elixni quarter. All fire teams, find and close that incursion point. Mithrax, what's your status?
We are overrun. Please, we cannot hold them off for much longer. Do not worry, Mithrax. I am on my way. No, you must protect your people. You are my people.
You know, it's nice to be in a mission format back here again, just like the old days. But yeah, Lakshmi's a bitch, plain and simple. She was possessed probably, but whatever, she deserved its karma for playing herself.
Vex, inside the walls of the last city. How could this happen? How could Lakshmi do this? We need this incursion ended, now, before any more lives are lost.
Nice bank we got.
The network entrance is vulnerable. Feed data into the terminal to overload the Vex defenses.
Taken. Okay, I'm not surprised to be honest with you. No, unstoppable I need. Fuck's sake. That's the one thing I don't like about it. No. There we go. Dunk. But on the other hand though, it does give us a little bit of a break from the other stuff, doing the Born in Darkness stuff, which isn't a bad thing. It means as well though that, you know, you managed to catch up some stuff as well. It's nice.
The Vex attempt to lock out the terminal. Destroy countermeasures to keep it operating. The network attempts to re-encrypt, disrupt the passcode sequence, and continue the splice.
Osiris, what's your position? Osiris?
He was right behind me. I have lost him.
Osiris, respond!
Earth's defenses have been reset. But like circuits, they can be overloaded. Continue the assault.
I said Cyrus has been fucking sus and everyone's been saying it, but they made it so obvious. Can't get that last one, shit, okay. This one there, that helps. Another one, nice. And I've got enough for next wave as well, which is great.
For centuries. Turn your fury on the Vex.
There we go.
Do not let the machine spawn divert your attention. Keep it fixed on the terminal. The vortex resists manifestation. A final surge of data will force it into being.
Let's go. You know, I like this. That's a very nice little mission, I will say that. Again, it's something different as well. Like I said, it's just a shame you have to drip feed this stuff. Shame they can't have something like every couple of weeks or something. That would have been alright. Every 2 weeks or something. So instead of every week, it'd be every 2 weeks. That might have been a bit longer. But it might have been better, I guess. Because then it could have spread out the content a bit better. And if they do it like this, then they might. If they do it like that, it might just work better. Like just a bit at least. Bit. Nice, there we go.
I sense the Vex mind. It lashes out with something like
Nice. Okay. Not gonna lie, I think everyone was expecting someone else to do it, which is a bit mad, but...
The splice is complete. Enter quickly.
I wonder if it's like another sponge.
There are too many Vex. We need that portal closed. I told us Zavala, any Guardian who can hear us. We are in need of aid. Is anyone near our position? We are alone. Then we must fight as if this is our last.
I'm gonna fuck you up. I've done what we can. Someone got the ball, yep, perfect. Nice, okay. Oh, here we go. Oh, it's us.
Broadcasting on all phones. Can anyone hear me? Mithrax? Saint? What's your status? Can anyone read me?
This ain't good. Saint in the tower. Get rid of that. You know what? Back to the tower. Saint's there, so let's head to the tower then. Speak to good old Saint 14. That wasn't a bad mission, but like I said, it's just like... It just seems so abrupt, but then I guess... Realistically... I guess you could argue it's similar to real life in a sense where you're just living your life and suddenly, boom, a bomb goes off or something. It's like that, I guess. In that mindset, yeah, okay, I mean, it's suspension, you're kind of weighing, like, thinking, well, is that even going to happen? And then it's like, boom, and it's like, oh, shit. So, yeah. Oh, nice cutscene. Right, good thing I was about to press it and then. Alright, let's see. You're going in the tower?
Broken their portal! Keep behind us! We will not let them harm you! Stand, friend! You will not fall today!
I kind of agree that there should be like super shield to all of that. Yeah, Saints is an asshole, like, not saying him in sorry.
This is the story LXD will tell of the Saint standing beside us. And you with me, Kel of Cows! Together, we are enough!
More than enough.
Let's see. Witness the final events of the season of the Splicer. Definitely messed up there. He just. It's definitely very ominous. Like you think, what the fuck? Like if he isn't possessed, and it's like it makes you think, what the fuck is going on? I was literally going to speak to him at the tower, and the game's like, no. Let's go there again. Let's turn that in then. Turn in the Triumph. Now, you're meant to be getting that final lore piece, but they fucked it up. They fucked it up. The thing what bothers me is that was a mess up on Bungie's part, but I think, to be honest, at one point, and this is my theory, I think they were going to release that right after the week after. But I think when that was meant to come out, I think they changed it because they thought, oh, shit, let's make it longer. Because I think when the data miners did their thing, I think that's why they did it how they did, because they didn't want people to go, oh, well, it's like, well, no, nothing's happening, okay. And I don't know, it's a bit odd, and like I said, just anticlimactic there. Right. There's Sane over here, just feeding his pigeons like normal. Got trials shit all over the place.
Guardian, the city remains. We have wrestled another day from those who would take.
The question was, did
not without loss.
Lakshmi die?
And not alone.
If she did, then ha!
Lixni, Mithras.
If not, then
They stood with us, brothers and sisters
lucky we could
in
fuck kill them.
battle. This is a bond that cannot break. Their loss will be buried beside our own. Ikora was wise to look to our future instead of the past. We must remember that it is the Elixni who came to us, laid down arms for a chance at peace. These are not the fiends Lakshmi made them out to be. That bravery demands respect and deserves recognition. The House of Light is part of the city now, under the protection of Saint 14. In time, the memories of our past demons will fade, and our peoples will share laughter and stories. Our victory today will be one of them. More famous than Twilight Gab, I will make sure of it.
Oh, what's next then? Oh, thank God. Okay, I thought it would be like, right now you're gonna go to the helm and then you're gonna go back to the tower or something. I'd be like, oh. Okay, I'm happy about that. But no, so since this is probably the finale then of the story, at least for this season, as a whole, let me think how the season was. I liked it. It definitely was better than some of the other ones they did, in my opinion. However, I feel like this endgame bit could have been handled a bit better. I feel like we shouldn't have had to wait this long. There was suspense, there's like we were waiting for something to happen, and then boom, it's like we knew something was gonna happen, we just didn't know when, and then boom. And I think it would have been a nice surprise if they could have. I know the data miners are gonna do their thing, but I just wish they had a way to stop that, where they could like keep it where like this could have been a big surprise.
The skies are slowly clearing, but the streets are filled with dead Vex, dead Elixni, and our people. Future war cult has scattered to the wind, but we recovered Lakshmi's body from the site of the attack.
Yes!
In the end, she was right about the tragedy looming on our horizon. If only she could have foreseen that it was of her own making. Now Dead Orbit has finally made good on its promise to leave the city, and take a new monarchy with it. The factions are no more. Honestly, I will miss their presence here. After all, Lakshmi did not speak for the future war cult. Some of her own people warned me she was becoming unstable, and I feel I let her slip away. I haven't told Saint yet, but I've been unable to locate Osiris. Even though Lakshmi implicated him in the attack, I don't believe he'd... Osiris is a good man. Saint and I will both vouch for him. All he has to do is return to the city to clear his name. I saw the blight that was forming in our own citizens, but I never thought it would lead us here. Eris once said, we will only know our enemy's next move if we are wise enough to recognize it. My eyes are wide open now. Stay ready.
Yeah, so, okay, so all of them are gone now.
Strike with precision, Hunter. Come back safe.
They're gone. They are gone. The factions are gone, so... And I think, to be honest, let me say this, they did that for a reason, because... And I think I know why they did it, and I think it's a bit of a lazy reason, but it's also... writing. It saves them hassle, because people have been asking for faction rallies to come back, like Destiny 1, all of that, and the beginning of Destiny 2 sort of thing. But Bungie have been hesitant about and doing this and doing that, and... however... now... they got rid of them, so how can there be faction rallies if there's no factions? And that's why they've done it, I think, as well, just to say, well, look, you can't have them now because I got them anyway, so... yeah. So where do we go from here then? So like before then, we still got how many days? 13 days. Technically 12 days after today. Well, when it gets reset. So sometime we've got next week and that's it. So I basically will have another. The next part will just be filler. That will just be me doing this. Well, at least some of it anyway, getting what I can done here, and then yeah, we'll be ready for the next thing. I don't know if there's going to be an end of season thing. If there is, then I'll try my best to record it, but it's going to be messy because this is the downside. Streamers have it an advantage to the sense because they can just keep streaming as long as they can. Everyone's waiting for it. But a video, if I have to have footage of everything, that's going to be so long. Because if it's like before, the other times they've done it, like especially like Beyond Light and stuff, we're waiting for hours, and oh God, I can't have a part where it's just that long. Fuck it, just for a 5-second, 15-second cutscene, it's not worth it. I know I'll be like trying to take part in it, like looking, but if it's just like, it's not. It's one of those things I don't believe should count. I don't count it. So honestly, that's a shame with the factions, but then at the same time I never use them, but then again I never had the chance to, thanks to Bungie never really implementing it back, and I think that was a shame that they didn't do that again. I think they should have given it one more go before just doing this, but I know why they did it, because obviously they just rather focus it. I mean, you could argue that's laziness. I don't blame people, because I think that's again another thing gone just to make their workload easier, which I think, well, really guys, like, you don't, it's not like they're asking for much, it's asking for like more bounties in a fucked up way, it's true. And there was also the I don't know, there was like a couple of other things as well. And look, I mean, story wise, okay, that's a good way to get rid of them so then you don't have to worry about people asking, but I feel like that was to seem like a bit of a cop out. Because, like, well, let's get rid of them so we don't have to do it. It just seems, this is the reason, depends, it's about the reasoning. The ends don't justify the means, if that makes sense, but I don't know. I felt like this should have happened a while ago. This shouldn't have been something, I mean, for suspense purposes, yeah, if you didn't know about the spoilers, none of that. To be honest, and I'm not joking, they should not have put in their twab anything about it. This should have been a surprise, because then that, and I know it's the data miner's fault for this, because I hope Bungie would have announced it properly. This might have even happened a few weeks ago if people did. I bet any money this was meant to happen a while ago, but because of Bungie having the cat out of the bag quickly, it's like they try to mix it up a bit and try and delay it longer to get people to maybe not think about it and forget about it, and then suddenly people go, oh my god, whoa. But I don't know, if they have this again, they need to just really hammer down on the data miners and just like keep them quiet or something. Like, people spoil it, they should, if people go in there and spoil it, then they need to be take accountability, because it's not on. And it just, this would have been a good little surprise mission, I think. This would have been a nice little surprise mission without anyone knowing. It would be like, oh wow, guys, go guys, quickly, go. There's a mission, go. You know, that would have been awesome. But instead, like, all you got now is a mission, which is great, but it feels like something out. It feels like it was timing. I don't know. It's debatable. So anyway, I'll go back to what I said before. Was this season worth it? Yes and no. Yes, I believe it was. It was better than the other ones. However, this end bit I feel like could have been done a bit better. The padding could have been a bit better. There wasn't really another exotic quest. Again, like, we had Presage in the last season, but we didn't have a mission in this one, and I think that's a bit off, to be honest. That's the only, you only got like one exotic, and I think that's a bit, but no. Obviously, by the time you guys see this, there's no point in me telling. It's not. I can't recommend it, because by the time you guys see this, it'll be already like in another season. It's just no point. This is the downside with recommending seasons. I can't recommend seasons because there's an expiry date, and that is shit. But that's just how it is. If you were playing this, then great. I think this was a great season, but it could have definitely done better with the execution at the end, especially with the SOTS Heroes event. I think that was just shit. I did not even care about that at all. They need to top this and do better, and they have to do better, I think, because people are getting bored. And I will stay here to finish. I just want to finish the story. That's all I care about. That's all I care about now for me, is finishing the story. Finishing the game. Just get it done. However, I am not really going to be that invested in the activities if they're just going to be lazier and just start giving less for more. And I just think that isn't cool. And I pray that they start, because I know Witch Queen is going to be like 6-month gap, but they need to do something. They need to do something, I think. But yeah, so then next part then, this is what we'll do. We will attempt this and then go from there. I mean, yeah, we're pretty much near the end. This is the finale of that season now. I can now officially say this is the season of the Splicer finale, so congrats. Yay, finally. Alright, so thanks you all for watching. See you all then. Take care. See ya.